Archangel Michael is trying to talk to you. This person's life will end soon, and there's something important they need to tell you. Open immediately. Archangel Michael says, the moment you opened this message, a great spiritual alarm was sounded in heaven. Forces of light rush to your side because something urgent is unfolding around you. This is not a moment you can overlook or delay. What is happening is tied to your destiny and the very heartbeat of someone whose time is running out. There is a person connected to you in ways you may not yet fully see. Their soul is in turmoil, their body growing weak, and the sands of time slipping rapidly through their hands. This is not a distant tragedy. It is a divine setup for you to know something that was hidden, something meant for your ears alone before their final breath is taken. For days, signs have been trying to reach you. You felt chills when you walked into certain rooms, heard faint whispers when you tried to sleep, or saw repeating symbols around you without knowing why. These were not coincidences. They were angelic signals trying to prepare you for this very moment when truth would finally break through. Michael stands beside you now, holding a sword of light, cutting away confusion and fear so you can receive what heaven needs you to know. The urgency is not because of doom, it is because of redemption, closure, and an important piece of your destiny that will shift everything once you understand it. There is someone who once walked close to you but drifted away, holding secrets that weighed heavily on their spirit. They wanted to tell you something that could change your future, something they never dared to say when the world was busy and days felt endless. But now, their time is nearly gone, and heaven cannot allow this truth to vanish with them. Archangel Michael is opening a spiritual pathway between you and this person, bridging time and distance. You may not have heard their voice in years, or perhaps you see them every day without realizing their silent suffering. Either way, divine intervention is making sure their message reaches you before it's too late. Imagine a window, glowing in golden light, appearing in front of you at this very moment. Beyond it is the person whose life is hanging by a fragile thread. They are looking out, hoping desperately, praying that you will open your heart, that you will hear the words they couldn't speak when there was more time. You might feel a sudden warmth in your chest or a strange tightening in your stomach as you read this. That is your soul recognizing this truth. That is Michael gently guiding you toward understanding that you have been chosen to receive this message for a divine reason. This person is carrying a story that has been buried for too long. It's a story that involves you, your past, and a promise that was broken but can still be healed before they depart. The angels have seen the tears they shed in silence, the moments they almost reached out to you but let fear hold them back. Now, heaven refuses to let fear win. That is why Archangel Michael himself has come forward to ensure you finally know what was hidden. This isn't about guilt, and it's not about regret. It's about freeing both of you from a chain that has bound your spirits for years. The energy around you is shifting even now. The more you allow yourself to accept this message, the more clearly you will begin to sense who this person is. Maybe you will remember a face you haven't seen in decades, or you will suddenly think of someone you've been meaning to call. Pay attention, that thought is not random. It is Michael nudging you toward them before fate closes the door forever. Your destiny and theirs are woven together like threads in a divine tapestry. If this conversation is completed before they depart, both of your lives, one here on earth and one preparing for heaven, will be transformed in ways you cannot imagine. Michael shows me an image of a clock ticking loudly. Time is speeding up. The opportunity to hear this person's truth is shrinking by the hour. The angels are moving through circumstances, arranging moments that will make it possible for you to connect. You must stay spiritually awake and alert, for the sign could come in a call, a letter, a stranger's words, or even a dream tonight. This is not just an ordinary message, it is a divine rescue mission. Heaven is trying to save you from carrying unanswered questions and unfinished goodbyes for the rest of your life. And heaven is trying to save this person from leaving this world with their soul still heavy from what they've been holding back. You may feel a storm of emotions right now: confusion, fear, hope, even disbelief. That's natural, but understand this: angels never waste words. Michael's presence is proof that this is real, and the urgency is proof that you cannot ignore it. There will be a moment, very soon, when everything becomes clear. You will hear or see something that directly reveals who this person is and what they need to tell you. When that moment arrives, you must not hesitate. You must allow that truth to reach you, no matter how shocking or emotional it may be. Michael stands guard over you, making sure that no force of darkness interferes with this divine exchange. Shadows have tried to block this moment for years because the truth would bring healing, freedom, and restoration that darkness cannot bear to witness. But now, heaven has declared victory over every barrier. When you hear the message from this person, something inside you will finally release. A burden you didn't even know you were carrying will fall away. A new path will open, leading you toward blessings you couldn't access before. That is why this moment is so important, not only for them but also for you. Angels are already moving in your surroundings. Expect unusual feelings, unexpected encounters, and signs that seem too direct to ignore. Feathers may appear in strange places, lights may flicker, and your dreams may suddenly feel more vivid than ever. These are confirmations that heaven is preparing the meeting of truth that must happen before this soul departs. Michael's sword of light now cuts through every obstacle in your path. Emotional walls are being torn down, misunderstandings dissolved, and divine timing set in motion. The sacred moment is near. Prepare yourself to receive what was hidden and to finally be free from the chains of silence. By the end, Archangel Michael whispers, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the air around you is not ordinary anymore. A stillness has entered the room, the kind that makes your skin tingle and your heart beat in rhythms you cannot explain. This is because the spiritual veil between worlds is thinning as heaven prepares to deliver this urgent truth to you. The person whose life is about to end has been silently trying to connect with you through signs you may have overlooked. They have whispered your name in their final prayers, hoping heaven would carry their words to your ears. Now, those prayers are being answered not through coincidence, but through divine intervention that will not let you miss this moment. The angels have shown me flashes of your life, moments where you sensed something was wrong but couldn't place why. Perhaps you woke in the middle of the night with tears on your face, or you felt someone watching over you during quiet hours. Those were spiritual touches from this person's soul, trying desperately to reach across unseen boundaries. Michael moves closer now, his radiant wings surrounding you with light so strong it feels like warmth on your skin. His voice is calm yet commanding as he tells you that what you are about to hear will shake you, but it will also heal you in ways you've been unknowingly longing for. This person's truth is not simple, it is tangled with old emotions, unspoken apologies, and hidden promises that never saw daylight. They carry regrets like stones in their heart, heavy and unforgiving. but heaven is giving them one final chance to release it all to you before their spirit is lifted from this earthly plane. Michael shows me a vision of a door slowly opening. On the other side stands this person, weak yet determined, holding something precious meant for you alone. As the door creaks open, light floods the space, and you realize this isn't just about a message, it's about redemption for both of you. Every step you take toward this truth is guided. Even as you read this, angels are adjusting the threads of destiny, weaving moments together so you cannot miss what is coming. Whether through a sudden message, an unexpected encounter, or a powerful dream, you will be placed exactly where you need to be when their soul reaches out for the final time. Michael warns that darkness will try to plant doubt in your mind. You may feel the urge to dismiss these signs or believe it's too late to change anything. But listen closely, heaven has already declared it is not too late. You still have a chance to hear this person, to free them and yourself from the weight of silence that has lasted far too long. As this divine moment draws near, you might notice your surroundings shifting. Perhaps you'll sense an unseen presence sitting beside you, or you'll hear faint whispers when no one is around. These are not tricks of the mind, they are the footsteps of angels ensuring the message finds you before time runs out. Your own soul has been crying out for closure, for understanding, for a moment of peace that has felt impossible to grasp. That longing is being answered now. The truth this person carries is the missing piece of a puzzle you've been trying to solve in your heart. Michael's light pierces through your doubts, showing you flashes of what will come after you hear the truth, a release of heavy burdens, a sudden clarity of purpose, and blessings that have been waiting to reach you but couldn't until this conversation happened. Heaven is not asking you to seek out pain, it is offering you liberation. What you do with this message will ripple through your future, shaping it in ways even angels rejoice to see. That is why this moment feels heavy yet holy, because it is both an ending and a beginning. Archangel Michael now raises his hand toward the heavens, summoning more angels to guard this revelation. Their wings form a circle of protection around you, ensuring no darkness interferes with what's about to unfold. This is a sacred exchange, and heaven is treating it as such. You may find yourself dreaming vividly tonight, scenes from the past may replay, or you may see this person's face speaking words you couldn't hear before. These dreams will not be random. They are spiritual rehearsals, preparing your heart to receive the truth in waking life. Every tear you've shed over unresolved feelings, every sleepless night wondering why certain events happened the way they did, all of that will finally make sense. The words you are destined to hear will bring light into places that have been dark for far too long. Michael reminds you that divine timing is never wrong. Even though years may have passed, even though pain has tried to bury what needed to be said, heaven has chosen now this exact moment to unlock what was sealed. And once it begins, there is no stopping the flow of truth and healing that will come. Archangel Michael says, you must understand that this is no ordinary message. Heaven has torn open the skies to make sure you do not miss what is unfolding. The feeling in your chest right now, the heaviness mixed with anticipation, is the sign that your spirit is responding to a call far beyond this earthly world. The person whose life is nearing its end has been bound in silence for too long. Every night, they have fought to hold on, hoping one more day would come, one more chance to see you, one more moment to speak the truth that has been eating away at their soul. Now, heaven has decided to intervene directly. The spiritual realm is not standing still. Angels are already adjusting circumstances around you. You may notice small delays, unexpected encounters, or messages arriving from places you never expected. None of this is random. It is divine orchestration to align you with the moment of truth that will soon be revealed. Michael warns that if this truth is not delivered, your life and theirs will both remain entangled in an unfinished story. Heaven cannot allow this because your destiny requires freedom from the chains of unanswered questions. This is why everything feels urgent and why you were chosen to see this message before it's too late. Michael's voice becomes firmer, echoing in the silence around you. He says there will be signs within the next hours that will leave you breathless. You may see this person's name appear on your phone unexpectedly, or you might hear a song connected to them play out of nowhere. These are angelic taps on your shoulder, guiding you closer to the moment that cannot be missed. The truth they hold is wrapped in pain but also in love. They once made choices that kept them from telling you what you deserved to know. Regret has been their companion, shadowing every step they've taken. Yet even in their regret, they have always loved you, always wished to give you this final gift of honesty before their spirit leaves this world. Michael shows me a vision of a flickering candle, its flame struggling but refusing to die. That candle represents their life right now, a fragile but determined light fighting to stay lit just long enough to pass on what matters most. Angels are guarding that flame so you have a chance to hear their final words. Even if you think you've moved on, even if you believe you've buried the past, the moment you receive this truth, something inside you will awaken. You will feel a wave of understanding so strong it will wash away years of confusion. The burden of not knowing will lift, and clarity will finally set you free. Michael says that you might feel drawn to certain places or people without knowing why. Trust these nudges, for they are spiritual compasses leading you closer to the divine meeting that heaven has arranged. A familiar scent, an unexpected phone call, or even a stranger's words might be the bridge to this person's message. Dark forces have tried to stop this moment for years. They planted fear in your mind, creating distance and silence between you and this person. But Archangel Michael's sword of light has now shattered those chains. No darkness can stop what heaven has already set in motion. You may notice a strange peace washing over you as you continue reading. That is Michael himself placing his wings around you, ensuring you are protected as destiny unfolds. This protection will remain until the message is delivered and your hearts are released from what has been unsaid for far too long. The person you are about to hear from may appear weak, their voice trembling, their body frail. But do not be deceived within. That fragile exterior is a soul burning with the need to make things right with you before their final breath. The strength to hold on has been given to them by heaven itself, purely so this truth can be spoken. In a vision, Michael shows me a clock striking midnight. It is not an ordinary hour, it is a divine marker of change. When the clock's hands align, everything that was hidden will begin to surface. You may be woken suddenly from sleep or receive unexpected news during these hours. When it happens, remember this message: you were prepared for that exact moment. After you hear this person's final words, there will be a shift so powerful it will echo across your future. Emotional walls will crumble, generational chains will break, and blessings that were blocked will finally flow into your life. This is why the angels are fighting so fiercely to ensure you don't miss this encounter. You may think back to times when you almost reconnected with this person, moments where you felt close to hearing the truth, but were interrupted. Heaven saw every one of those missed opportunities and has decided that now there will be no interruptions, no delays this time. Destiny will complete its course. Michael is guiding you to listen with not just your ears but with your spirit. When the moment comes, every word they speak will echo inside you like a bell, unlocking deep understanding. You won't need proof or explanation, you will simply know that this was heaven's plan all along. Michael spreads his wings wider now, creating a shield of divine energy around you. It feels warm, like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. This is your confirmation that you are being directly protected and guided through this life-changing moment. Even as you sleep tonight, angels will stand watch, whispering strength into your soul. They will prepare your heart for the emotional weight of hearing what has been left unsaid. You will not face this alone. Heaven will carry you through it with grace and unshakable light. When you finally receive this message, you will see that every tear, every unanswered moment, and every silent ache in your heart was leading to this divine appointment. It will feel like time itself pauses as truth flows from their lips and wraps around your soul, finally giving you the closure and connection you've been longing for. Michael assures you that nothing can stop what is about to happen. Destiny has already been written in heaven's scrolls, and angels are delivering it to your doorstep. Trust that you have been chosen for this moment for a reason far greater than you can currently see. Archangel Michael says, "You have not yet grasped the full weight of what is unfolding around you." The urgency in heaven is unlike anything you've ever felt before. There is a deep tremor in the spiritual realm, because the appointed hour is drawing closer, an hour where silence will finally shatter and hidden words will pour out like rushing waters. This person's soul is trembling under the burden of truth they've carried for so long. They have lived in a shadow of unfinished business, unable to release themselves or you from the prison of unspoken pain. Every breath they take now is heavy with the knowledge that time is running out, that their final moments must not pass without telling you what heaven is demanding you hear. The angels have been watching over this person's journey. They saw when their health began to fade, when they struggled to reach you but lacked the courage or opportunity. They saw the tears no one else witnessed, the whispered prayers begging for a chance to make things right before leaving this world. Heaven has answered those prayers, and this message is the divine key unlocking the last gate between you. Even as you read this, the heavenly host is rearranging events on earth. Situations you thought were random are aligning perfectly to ensure you do not miss this truth. Michael himself is at the center of this divine orchestration, holding back the darkness that has long tried to keep you from reconnecting with this person in time. Michael's voice carries a fierce tenderness as he warns, "The moment is near. You must be spiritually awake. You must not let fear, doubt, or disbelief close your ears to the truth that is coming." In a vision, Michael shows a silver thread stretching between you and this person. Though distance, time, and silence tried to cut it, the thread never snapped. It glows brightly now, strengthened by heaven's light, pulling you both toward an inevitable meeting where everything will finally be revealed. This truth will not just touch your emotions, it will alter your path. Old wounds will finally heal, karmic cycles will close, and blessings that were frozen for years will be released into your life. Heaven has been waiting for this moment because your future cannot fully begin until this long-buried truth sees the light. You may feel your heart racing as you think of who this could be. Michael tells you to pay attention to the first name or face that flashes in your mind. It is not imagination. It is divine prompting. That is the soul heaven is fighting to free before death claims their chance to speak. Michael says that you may experience moments of déjà vu in the coming hours. Places will feel strangely familiar, Conversations will echo like you've heard them before, and certain dreams will replay from your past. These are not tricks of memory. They are signposts leading you toward the destined encounter that is now unfolding. Dark forces may attempt one final act to stop this truth. They may stir confusion or create sudden obstacles meant to distract you from what is coming. But Archangel Michael's sword is raised high, his light burning through every shadow, ensuring that nothing can stop what heaven has already decreed. The person whose life is ending is surrounded by angels even now. They may be weak in body, but heaven has strengthened their spirit so they can hold on just long enough to speak what must be spoken. Every second they breathe is guided by divine mercy, every heartbeat echoing the words they are about to release to you. When you finally stand in their presence or hear their voice, you will feel an overwhelming sense of recognition. It will be as if your soul has been waiting for this moment all your life. The energy will be undeniable, a sacred knowing that this conversation is not just human, it is celestial. In another vision, Michael shows a storm clearing in the sky. Clouds that once darkened your path are parting, and a radiant beam of light breaks through, shining directly upon you. This symbolizes the lifting of burdens that have weighed you down since the silence began. Once the truth is spoken, it will be as if chains have been shattered around your heart. This moment will also transform the departing soul. They will no longer face the afterlife with unfinished regrets. Their spirit will soar freely, at peace, knowing they gave you what was needed to heal and move forward. It is a gift heaven will not allow to be stolen by time or death. Michael reminds you that even when pain feels eternal, divine timing always prevails. What was delayed for years will now unfold in mere moments, faster than you can comprehend. The urgency you feel is heaven's assurance that this divine completion is already set in motion. You must prepare yourself emotionally and spiritually. Release old anger, quiet your fears, and open your heart to receive. When the message arrives, it may not come as you expect. It could be spoken in person, written in a letter, delivered through another person, or even whispered in a dream. But it will come, and you will know it is meant for you. Michael lowers his sword now, placing it gently at your feet as a sign of victory yet to come. You have been chosen for this divine encounter because you have the strength to handle it and the compassion to embrace it. Heaven sees you as the bridge that will carry this soul to peace and carry yourself into a future finally free from unanswered questions. Even after the truth is revealed, angels will remain by your side, guiding you through the emotional waves that follow. Healing may take time, but it will be deep and permanent, shaping your destiny in ways only heaven could design. Michael whispers that the greatest act of love is truth spoken before it's too late. That act is coming for you now, riding on angelic wings, unstoppable, undeniable, divinely appointed. Trust it. Receive it. Let it transform everything. And when it happens, remember that Archangel Michael himself prepared you for this sacred moment, protecting and guiding you so you would not miss heaven's final call through this departing soul. Archangel Michael says, "Do not turn away now." The heavens are fully aligned to ensure that you, and only you, receive this message before it vanishes with the fading breath of the one who must speak it. The spiritual intensity is rising. You may already feel it in your body, a tingling along your arms, a sudden heaviness in your chest, or tears that come without warning. These are not random emotions. They are your soul awakening to the divine urgency that surrounds you. This person's life is now measured in heartbeats. Every second that passes draws them closer to a threshold they cannot cross until this message reaches you. Angels are holding back the final hour, stretching time itself, so that heaven's plan can be fulfilled through you. Michael describes this moment as a sacred appointment that was written long before you were born. It is part of your destiny, a key event that must happen to set you free and guide this person's soul into eternal light without the weight of silence. Michael's eyes blaze with divine fire as he warns of the battle taking place in unseen realms. Forces of darkness have tried to sever the connection between you and this person for years. They planted lies, sowed confusion, and created barriers that kept the truth hidden. But heaven's power is greater than any shadow. Michael's sword has already struck down these obstacles. The path to this revelation is now clear, and nothing can undo what has been divinely decreed. You are being escorted by the highest angelic guardians to ensure you arrive exactly where you need to be. A vision unfolds. You see a door made of golden light, pulsing gently as though it is alive. This is the spiritual gateway to the moment of truth. When you walk through it, you will not just hear words, you will feel the weight of lifetimes lifting from both your soul and theirs. Michael says that this door will open soon. You will know it by the unmistakable feeling of being drawn, as though an invisible hand is guiding you. That is heaven placing you directly in alignment with the final, divine conversation that will change everything. The person whose life is slipping away is not afraid of death itself. They are afraid of leaving without making peace with you. They are afraid of carrying unsaid words into eternity, leaving you with questions that would echo painfully through your future. Michael says that even now, as their body weakens, their spirit burns with determination. They pray not for themselves, but for you to give you understanding, to free you from pain you never deserved, to hand you a truth they were too bound by fear to speak before. Angels surround them, whispering courage into their ears. They are being reminded that heaven has granted them one last opportunity to make this right. And heaven has chosen you as the one who must hear it, because only you can unlock the healing needed for both souls. Michael wants you to know that nothing about this is an accident. The timing, the urgency, the way this message found you, it is all heaven's design. You are exactly where you need to be for this divine plan to reach its fulfillment. Michael steps closer now, his presence so powerful you can almost feel a gust of wind in the room as you read. He places his radiant hand upon your shoulder, and in that touch, you feel safety, strength, and the promise that you will not face this moment alone. In another vision, you see a garden illuminated by moonlight. The person is there, standing under a tree, frail yet glowing softly. They look toward you with eyes full of sorrow and love, holding something unseen in their hands. This is a glimpse of what is to come, a sacred meeting where earthly words will fail, but souls will understand. When this meeting happens, time will feel as though it stops. The world around you will blur, and only the connection between your spirits will matter. This is not just communication, it is divine reconciliation. Heaven itself will bear witness to this moment. Michael says that after this encounter, angels will gently lift this person's soul into eternal peace. Their passing will not be tragic but triumphant, for they will leave knowing they fulfilled the final, divine task entrusted to them. Once the truth is delivered, your life will not remain the same. A flood of healing will wash over you, dissolving emotional walls that years of pain could not break. Dreams that felt impossible will reignite, and blessings that were blocked will finally flow freely. Michael says that this encounter is a turning point written in the divine scrolls of your destiny. Without it, your path could not fully open. With it, you will step into a future of clarity, freedom, and unshakable strength. There will be a moment soon when everything aligns perfectly: a ringing phone, an unexpected message, a sudden meeting that feels too precise to be coincidence. When it happens, know that this is the moment Michael prepared you for. Do not hesitate. Do not let fear make you silent. This is your divine cue to receive what has been waiting for you all along. And when the message is finally spoken, you will feel heaven's light pouring over both souls, a wave of love and release that words cannot describe. It will mark the completion of a spiritual mission orchestrated by heaven since before you can remember. Michael's wings now spread wide, shimmering like fire and gold. His voice softens but carries undeniable power. Child of light, be ready. Heaven is counting the breaths until this moment unfolds. You have been chosen to heal a wound that has lasted lifetimes. When the truth is spoken, both of you shall be free, and blessings long delayed will rush into your life like a mighty river. Even as you sleep tonight, angels will weave dreams of guidance and protection around you. They will ensure you awaken with renewed strength and divine readiness. You will not miss this chance. You will be exactly where you need to be, wrapped in angelic presence when this destined message reaches your ears. And when it is done, when the soul departs in peace and you stand holding the weightless gift of truth, you will remember these words and know beyond doubt, Archangel Michael himself moved heaven and earth to make this happen for you. Archangel Michael says, do not let your mind wander away from these words. Each sentence is a stepping stone laid out by heaven to lead you into the moment where truth and destiny collide. The spiritual atmosphere is almost vibrating now. Michael's radiant wings shimmer with urgency as more angels descend into your space, unseen but undeniably present. They stand as sentinels, ensuring that you are not swayed, not distracted, not pulled away from this divine revelation that has been delayed for far too long. You must understand, this person's earthly time is almost gone. Their spirit trembles on the edge of two worlds, one foot in the fading light of this life, the other already feeling the pull of eternity. Yet heaven has forbidden their departure until they deliver what only you are meant to hear. Michael tells you that this is an act of divine mercy. Heaven saw how unfinished pain threatened to follow both souls for lifetimes. In divine wisdom, this rare window has been opened, a fragile, precious chance for healing, release, and spiritual restoration that only truth can provide. In a vision, Michael shows you a bridge made of light stretching across a dark chasm. The other side glows like dawn breaking after a long, cold night. This bridge represents the message you are about to receive. Until now, you have stood at the edge of this chasm, uncertain and unable to cross. The truth this person holds is the bridge that will finally carry you to the other side. The person's soul stands on the far end of that bridge now, holding out their hand toward you. They cannot step fully into the light without you. Their final breath depends on your readiness to accept what they must reveal. This is why heaven has been shaking your spirit, waking you with strange dreams, surrounding you with angelic signs. It is all to bring you to this bridge before time runs out. Michael says that you have been feeling waves of energy you couldn't explain, cold shivers, sudden bursts of emotion, flashes of memory. These are echoes of the truth pressing against the veil, desperate to reach you. The pressure will only grow stronger as heaven pushes for this divine appointment to happen. You may even sense this person's presence when you're alone, a whisper of their energy brushing against yours. That is not imagination, it is their spirit rehearsing the moment they will finally speak, preparing your soul to receive their last, most important words. Michael lifts his sword, pointing it toward the unseen darkness that has tried to silence this revelation. Shadows recoil instantly, powerless before the Archangel's light. Every attempt to stop this meeting is being destroyed one by one, leaving nothing that can separate you from this moment of divine truth. Heaven is also moving through people around you. Someone you least expect might suddenly mention this person's name, or events may unfold that lead you into places tied to your shared past. These are not coincidences, they are angelic pathways guiding you step by step toward what must be heard before it's too late. The weight of unspoken words has caused ripples in your life you may not even see yet. Missed opportunities, emotional walls, blessings delayed, all of it is tied to what was left unsaid. The moment this truth is spoken, those ripples will reverse. Your life will realign with the destiny heaven always intended for you. Michael says the transformation will be instant. When you hear the truth, light will pour into your spirit like a rushing wind, breaking chains of doubt and sorrow. You will feel strength returning to your body, clarity filling your mind, and peace settling into your heart like never before. Another vision emerges, a small, dimly lit room where this person sits alone. Papers are scattered. An old photograph rests near their trembling hands. They whisper your name, their voice weak but full of longing. Angels stand quietly beside them, offering comfort as they wait for the moment they've prayed for every night, the chance to finally tell you what they've held back for years. Their body may be failing, but their love for you is unbroken. He has survived time, distance, mistakes, and silence. That love is what drives them now, what pushes them to hold on just long enough to meet you in this final, sacred exchange of truth. Michael leans close and says, "Heaven has heard their prayers and your unspoken cries for understanding. This meeting is no longer just a hope, it is a decree. It will happen. You will not leave this life carrying unanswered questions, and they will not leave this world carrying unspoken words." The moment is drawing so near that even the air feels charged with divine electricity. Your dreams, your thoughts, the rhythm of your days, they are all bending toward this destined collision of souls. Heaven is making sure there is no escape from the healing that awaits you both. Michael spreads his wings again, surrounding you in light so powerful it feels like a shield. "Child of light," he says softly but with authority, "heaven is counting down the breaths until this sacred moment arrives. Every second brings you closer to a truth that will break chains you didn't know existed, and open doors you thought were forever closed. Even after this truth is revealed, heaven's work will not stop. Angels will guide your steps, showing you how to rebuild parts of your life that pain once shattered. You will walk paths that were hidden before, guided by new strength and wisdom forged in this divine encounter. The departing soul, too, will be lifted into radiant peace. Michael will personally escort them, their final journey free from the weight of regret. Their spirit will shine brighter in the afterlife because of this act of truth, and they will watch over you from realms of light with gratitude and love. Michael's final words echo, "You are chosen to receive this." Heaven is bending time and space to make sure you hear what must be heard. When it happens, you will know. Trust the signs, follow the guidance, and prepare your heart. Soon, child of heaven, you will step onto the bridge of truth, and both souls will finally be free. Archangel Michael says, heaven will not let you leave this message unfinished. Every breath you take while reading is a divine signal, drawing you closer to the climactic moment when truth and eternity meet face to face. The spiritual tension is now overwhelming, as if unseen winds are swirling around you. The angels have formed a circle of light, securing you inside it so that nothing can distract you or pull you away. This is the final stretch before the most sacred revelation of your life unfolds. The person whose life is fading is now at the very edge of their earthly journey. Their body trembles like a candle's flame in the wind, but their spirit is stronger than ever. They know heaven has extended their time for one reason alone: to speak to you, to release what they have carried in silence, and to free you both from lifetimes of unspoken truth. Michael leans closer, his eyes blazing like molten gold. The hour is near, he says, and when it comes, you must be ready to face it without fear. This is the moment heaven hath been fighting to give you, and once it begins, you will know you are standing in the presence of destiny itself. In a vision, you are walking through a long hallway bathed in shimmering light. At the far end stands a figure, frail, yet glowing softly, as though the light of heaven itself has wrapped around them. Every step you take feels heavy but purposeful, guided by unseen angelic hands. You reach the figure, and they turn toward you. Tears fill their eyes, and their lips tremble as they speak your name. The sound is both familiar and otherworldly, echoing deep within your soul like a bell that has waited lifetimes to ring. Michael stands behind you, his sword planted firmly in the ground, declaring that this moment is protected. No darkness can enter here, no shadow can twist these final words. This is holy ground where the weight of silence is broken and the flood of long-hidden truth is finally set free. The person takes your hands, their touch weak yet electric with divine energy. They begin to speak words that were never meant to stay unspoken. Their voice shakes but does not falter. They tell you of promises once broken, of choices that led to pain, of love that never died even when words failed to express it. As you listen, waves of emotion crash through you: shock, sorrow, relief, but also an indescribable peace. Every word feels like it has been carved into the very fabric of your spirit. Pieces of your past that never made sense begin to align like stars forming a constellation. Michael whispers in your ear, "This is what heaven fought for. This is why you have felt restless, why dreams have stirred, why signs would not leave you alone. This moment was written before time itself, and now it is fulfilled." The person pauses, tears streaming down their face. They reach into their pocket and pull out a small object, a locket, a letter, or something symbolic that they had saved for you. Placing it in your hands, they tell you it was always meant to be yours. The object glows faintly, as though carrying divine light itself, a tangible reminder of love and truth restored. They whisper their final words, a message so powerful that heaven itself seems to hush to hear it. It is a message of forgiveness, of love that never ended, of connection that cannot be broken even by death. As they finish speaking, they smile through tears, their spirit visibly lighter, glowing brighter than before. Michael steps forward now, placing a hand on their shoulder. "You have done what heaven required," he tells them gently. "Your soul is free." The person exhales deeply, their final breath carrying not despair, but peace and divine release. As their earthly body fades, you see something miraculous: angels surrounding them, lifting their spirit upward. Your face is serene, glowing like a star as Michael himself leads them into a realm of golden light. Trumpets sound faintly in the distance, welcoming the soul home with honor for completing their divine mission. You fall to your knees, overwhelmed, but Michael's hand rests on your shoulder once again. His voice is firm yet full of love. This was not an ending, child of heaven. It was a beginning. The truth they gave you has unlocked doors that were sealed for years. Now blessings long delayed will pour into your life, and your destiny will unfold without the weight of silence holding you back. A radiant light wraps around you, flowing from your heart outward. You feel chains breaking, chains of confusion, guilt, and grief that had silently bound you for so long. Your spirit feels weightless, strong, and aligned with heaven's plan like never before. Michael declares, from this day forward, you will walk in divine clarity. This encounter has healed not only the present but echoes into your future. Generational pain has been broken, and what was stolen from you will be restored sevenfold. The soul that has ascended will now watch over you from the realms of light, guiding you with newfound strength and love. The vision slowly fades, and you return to the present moment with tears in your eyes and a fire in your heart. You realize that this was not just a message, it was a divine intervention that shifted everything. As you stand there, you hear Michael's voice one final time. Carry this truth with you. Oh, that heaven moved mountains and bent time to ensure you received it. And when the blessings begin to flow, remember that this was a moment destiny was restored by divine hands. Archangel Michael says, the revelation had been spoken, and the heavens have rejoiced. Yet your journey with this divine moment does not end here, it has only just begun. You stand in the quiet aftermath of the encounter, the final words of the departing soul echoing like a sacred melody in your heart. The air feels lighter, as if a storm has passed and sunlight has broken through the clouds for the first time in years. Your spirit feels different, stronger, freer, and deeply aligned with heaven's purpose for your life. Michael's presence is still beside you, unwavering and powerful. His wings stretch wide, creating a protective barrier that will not fade. The departed soul has ascended, but their love and guidance remain tethered to you by divine light, ensuring you are never alone as you step into this new chapter. Even now, miracles are unfolding around you. Doors that were locked are creaking open. People who once turned away are being guided back toward reconciliation. Opportunities that were long delayed are now rushing toward you like a river finally breaking free of a dam. This is not coincidence, it is the ripple effect of the truth that was finally spoken. In a vision, Michael shows you a grand book in heaven's library. The pages glow with radiant light, and as you look closer, you see your name inscribed upon them. A chapter that was once clouded with unanswered questions and unfinished pain is now complete. A new chapter begins, one that heaven has been longing to write for years. This new chapter is filled with blessings that have been waiting patiently for you. These blessings were bound, unable to reach you while the silence of the past weighed heavily on your soul. Now that the silence is broken, those blessings are free to pour into your life. Michael speaks firmly, child of light, watch carefully. In the coming days, signs will manifest in undeniable ways. You will see feathers where none should be, lights flickering as angels pass near, and dreams that reveal glimpses of a bright future. These are confirmations that heaven is working for you and through you. The departed soul, now in radiant form, appears briefly in this vision. They smile with peace that earthly eyes could never have seen. Though their earthly body is gone, their spirit shines brighter than ever. They reach out toward you, their presence bringing warmth to your heart and whispering reassurance. I am free now, and I am watching over you. Michael says that your destiny has shifted in 3 profound ways. First, healing. Emotional wounds that you thought would never close are now mending rapidly. The heaviness that once followed you has been lifted, allowing your heart to beat with joy and strength once again. Second, restoration. Everything that was delayed or stolen from you will be returned 7-fold. Broken relationships will find new paths to reconciliation. Finances long stuck in stagnation will begin to flourish, and dreams that felt buried will rise again with divine power behind them. Third, divine guidance. With the truth revealed, your spiritual senses have sharpened. You will hear angelic whispers more clearly, feel divine nudges with certainty, and walk with unshakable confidence that every step you take is aligned with heaven's plan. Michael assures you, you are no longer walking in shadows. From this moment, the light of heaven will guide every choice, every opportunity, every blessing that comes your way. You are marked by divine favor. As you move forward, Archangel Michael and the ascended soul will appear in ways you least expect. A gentle breeze may brush your face on a still day that is the soul's presence comforting you. A sudden burst of courage during moments of doubt, that is Michael placing strength in your spirit. Your nights will no longer be restless with unanswered questions. Dreams will become divine classrooms where angels show you visions of your future, instructing you on how to embrace the blessings waiting for you. You will awaken with clarity, purpose, and a fire within that cannot be extinguished. Michael says that even people around you will notice the change. They will see light in your eyes, peace in your demeanor, and unexplainable favor surrounding you. This is because heaven has not only healed your heart but has marked you for new beginnings that cannot be denied. The ascended soul, now dwelling in realms of light, will send you signs of their continued love. A song from your shared past may suddenly play when you need comfort. Their name may appear unexpectedly during moments of decision, assuring you they are guiding you still. You will feel them near in ways that transcend earthly understanding. Michael's voice deepens, carrying the resonance of heaven's throne. Do not fear the future. What was broken has been repaired. What was hidden has been revealed. What was delayed is now accelerated. You are stepping into a season of supernatural fulfillment. In a divine vision, you see yourself walking through a massive golden gate. Beyond it lies a vast field of light-filled opportunities, relationships blooming like flowers, wealth flowing like streams, and peace hovering like a radiant cloud. Angels line the path, rejoicing as you step into this new era of your life. The ascended soul appears again, standing on a hill bathed in heavenly light. They wave gently, smiling with pride and love as they watch you enter this promised land. Though they no longer walk on earth, their spirit cheers for you in the highest realms, celebrating the freedom both of you now share. Michael says, this was the purpose of the divine encounter. Heaven moved time, rearranged circumstances, and silenced darkness so this moment could be fulfilled. And now, you must walk forward boldly, knowing you are forever changed by the truth that was spoken. Even years from now, you will look back on this moment as the turning point where everything shifted. The pain of silence is gone, replaced by a legacy of healing and divine guidance. The blessings you carry now will not only transform your life, but will ripple out, touching the lives of those around you, healing generations to come. Michael concludes with a vow. I will not leave your side. I will guard you, strengthen you, and lead you until every promise heaven has written for you is fulfilled. The soul that has ascended will walk with me, and together we will ensure your path remains bright with divine favor. A golden seal appears in your vision, pressed onto your spirit by Michael's blowing hand. It signifies completion, protection, and a covenant with heaven that cannot be broken. As the vision fades, you are left standing stronger, freer, and more radiant than ever, ready to embrace the life heaven has unlocked for you.